All right. In this short video, I want to show you how to set up some moving average charts if you wanted to use the Thinkorswim mobile device. And so the very first thing you need to do is you need to find a contract that you want to trade. So since for training purposes, we talk a lot about the S&P 500 with this, which is the ES. So what you're going to do is, even though I have it listed here, you can type it right here in the search field. You can type backslash EZ. Is it easy? I'm sorry. ES, I'm sorry. So backslash ES, and it should show you the most recent contract. So we are obviously looking at this December contract, so we're going to select it. Okay, now it's time to set up your charts. Now, the first thing that you'll notice and what you want to pay attention to is this T right here. And this is the time frame. We are trading off of a 5-minute chart. So you want to be able to select 5-minute chart. And if not, you need to set it up. So you're going to click this little link here. And you want to be able to select 1 day, 5 minutes. Now, if 1 day, 5 minute clearly is not available for you, you can always edit to set it up. Okay, so we're going to click 1 day, 5 minute. And now we have access to our 5-minute chart. Okay, and you could just use your finger and shrink the chart if you want to. You can expand the chart to make your candles bigger. Whatever is easier for you, you'll be able to do. Okay, so let's set up a chart really quick. So what you want to do is take your finger and just press right here in the price action window. So just press that area. Okay, on the left hand side, where you see the little candle here, this is where you can add another time frame if you want to. So if you just click that area here, you'll see all the options that are set up, that I have set up. But you can go down to where it says edit styles. And if you want to, you can take a previous one. Like if you see a time frame here that you do not use, you can always use that and change it. So let's see, you see this 15-minute here. We could select that, and maybe we want to turn the 15-minute into a 5-minute. So as you can see, there's the candle type. So if you got lines, you can select candle. I always have the volumes on. But if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see an interval. We're always under the intraday tab, day, and then all you have to do is you can literally change the times. Okay, you can change it to whatever you want. And once you change it and go up to the right, top right-hand side and click done, and you're done. Okay, that's how you can change it if you need to. So let's go into putting some lines on this chart. So we're going to click this little funnel button right here. And what we want to do is we want to add some indicators. So in the study search, I want you to type, let me see, do we have anything for moving averages? Let's see. All right, they have our moving average exponential. So you're going to hit the plus sign. Okay. And then the next thing you do, they're going to put the study here, and you want to go over to the settings wheel. So click the settings wheel. And what we want to do is we want to change some information. So where it says price, we want it to say HLC divided by 3. That's what we want for the price. For the length, we're going to select it and change it to the 50. Okay. And then we're going to go down to where it says the exponential right here, the average exponential. I want you to click that, and I want you to change the color because we have it set up as a line, a solid line. You can change the width if you want. If you want to see it better, you can change it to 2. And then for color, I like to use like a little, a magenta. So I'm going to make it magenta or hot pink or however I want to do it. Okay. So this is done. And now I'm going to click back to the study. Okay. And when I click back to the study, we have it set up. I do not have any signal breakouts. I have it set for false right now. You can always go back and create a signal so that when it crosses above the 50, it'll give you a buy area, but obviously we need it to cross above the 50 and the 200. Okay, but I don't have it set up, so it's fine right here. So go back up to back, and now that moving average is set up. Now I want to add another one. So I'm going to go to study, and I'm going to type in moving average again, but not in caps. And I'm going to pick exponential again. So you're going to hit the plus sign a second time. Okay. Now I want to go down to that moving average. I don't know if they put it at the top or at the bottom. So let's see. Let's hit the wheel. Okay. So we're going to change the price again to HLC3. We're going to change the length here to 200. Okay. And then we're going to scroll down to the average exponential. And we're going to change the color. Well, we're going to change the width to 2. And we're going to change the color. And we're going to go down and let's pick something close to gold. I don't know. Yeah. And then I'm going to go up to the left-hand corner where it says study. And I'm going to select back. Okay. So now I got 2 moving averages on my chart. The next thing I want to do is let's add RSI. So I am going to go into study. And I'm going to put in RSI. Let's see what pulls up. Okay. And as you can see, they got tons of different studies that is in here. So we're going to do the RSI right here. The first one, we're going to hit the plus sign. Okay. And then we're going to go to the setting wheel. Click the setting wheel. And with my RSI, the length is 14, but my overbought, I want to change that to 80. Okay. And my oversold, I want to change that to 20. Okay. The next thing I want to do is I want to change the price. I want everything to be the same as my moving averages. So I'm going to change the price to HLC divided by 3. Okay. The average type, they have the option of Wilders. I actually like, I think I'm going to do whole. No, exponential. Let's do exponential. And down where it says RSI. RSI is pretty much the line. So I'm going to make this line blue. So I'm going to make my, well, first, let's increase the width to 2. And let's change this color. Let's change it to, I would like a blue line. Give me some type of blue. You can pick any blue. Okay. So now I got it blue. And then I'm going to go up to the left-hand corner. I'm going to hit study. And I'm going to go to the left-hand corner and I'm going to hit buy. And as you can see, even with RSI, it can give you signals as well. So I'm going to go to the back. I got my RSI. You know what? Go back into the RSI again. I'm sorry. Hit that settings wheel again. Down where it says overbought, oversold. Let's go down here. Where it says overbought, oversold, change both of those colors to a gold color. So I'm going to go to oversold and I'm going to click this little arrow here. So I'm going to go to oversold and I just want to change the color. I want to change the color to gold. Okay, so I'm going to change that color to like a gold, yellow, whatever. And I'm going to go to overbought and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to change the color to the gold, yellow. Okay. Now click study. All right. So my RSI pretty much should be set up just like this. Okay. Now let's go back to the back button. And now the phone is very small. So I I may not will put the MACD on here because I always got the RSI and the screen is not that big. We got our moving averages. The next thing that I am going to do is I am going to put these clouds on here. Let's see if I can put these clouds on here. So we're going to go into the study box and we're going to type Ishimoku. That's what we're going to type. We're going to type ICH so it can pull up Ishimoku. It is right here. And we're going to click this add button. Okay. Now let's go into the Ishimoku. Let's click on the settings wheel. Now, as far as the time periods are concerned, they're fine. We're not going to change that at all. But let's go down to where it says Tekken. Well, depending on the background of your chart, my background is black. So what I am going to do is I am going to change everything black. So the Tekken, I'm going to change the color to black because I really do not want it to show up. That's basically what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out what is black in here. I really want it to be darker than that because I don't see a black option. So I'll just make that. Let me see if I could change the color. Go back to study. And then I'm going to go to Tekken. I'm trying to get it as black as possible because I really don't want it there. I want to change all the colors to the darkest color you can find. All right. And then I'm going to go back to study. And I'm going to go down to, so I got my Tekken, Kajun, and now my Shinku. I want that to be black. So I want to change the color. I'm trying to get as dark as possible around here. Okay. So now is that, go back to study. And then for my span A, I want to change that to green because that's going to be the color of my clouds, I believe. So I would like to pick any color green that you like. And then go up to the left and hit study. It's a little bit different because the last time I did this, I could have swore it did the clouds for me. And then my span B, I'm going to change the color to red. Okay. And then I'm going to click study. All right. I think this may be all that I need right now. So I'm going to go up to, and I'm going to hit back. And I think I have everything that I need here. If you want to, we could try to put the MACD on here. I think it might be a little too much, but let's try it here. So let's type MACD, just so you know how to put it in there. And then I'm going to select the left-hand side here, MACD. Okay, and then I'm going to go over to the wheel of the MACD. Okay, pretty much the settings are set. I want to make sure my average type is exponential. I do not have any breakout signals, but you can with a MACD. And I think it's probably what I want. Let me see. We got the zero line. It might be too many plots on here. I think my zero line, you guys, I would change to light gray or like a light gray. Yeah, I change it to like a light gray. And then I'm going to click study. I have to see how all this is going to look on my chart. Okay. What else here? Okay. Let's go to the back and let's see what this looks like. And then we're going to hit done in the upper right hand corner. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh. Okay. All right. This is what we're looking like. something is, okay. So the way they did our clouds, they didn't fill our clouds in. You can kind of see the gray lines because remember with the Imuku cloud, it comes with some moving averages, and I've been able to hide them because we usually can just pick black because we don't want it to show up. But because of this, it doesn't look as great. Okay, so it don't pull as good as I would like it to be, but I'm going to try to shrink this down, but you can't see your moving averages. The clouds is not looking too great on here. So I may just remove these. Okay, so what we want to do is let's go back to our MACD. Let's go back to our MACD line. So we're going to click in this chart again. We're going to click the funnel and let's go back to our MACD. And the average line, we want to make the average line red. Turn that color to red. Change the color and make it red. Okay, hit study. Okay, now let's go back. Let me look at this Imuku cloud one more time. I really don't like the way it looks. And I don't like that we can't make it black instead of gray so that you cannot see it at all. I'm surprised that black is literally not a color. That's really odd to me. It's not a color to pick. Okay, so you can decide if you want a cloud, if you don't want a cloud. The way, let's go to done. Because like I said, the way it looks, it doesn't look as great and it doesn't really fill in and look like a cloud. Again, this is a mobile device. Let me just look at one more thing. Let me click in here and let me go to this funnel one more time. Because I had a cloud, but let me see if there's a different type of cloud. Nope. So there's only one Ishimoku. They had another one that I actually have on my phone, and it did the cloud for me. So it looked totally different. It looks like they have changed it. Okay, so this is the best that we could do. Click done. As you can see, we got the clouds, you know, we got the moving averages here. You see that when price action is under the red line, which means it's a cloud, it's underneath the cloud, price action is going to be moving down. So it doesn't fill in the cloud, it just looks like a line. So you could decide if that's what you want to have, if you don't want to have it. Me personally, because of the way it looks in such a small space, I am going to click here and I am actually going to remove the cloud. Uh-oh. So I'm going to click this little button and I'm going to remove the cloud and then hit done. And this is more in line on what I need to do. And literally, I'm okay with it looking like this and getting into my trade setup. Now, what you can do is you can shrink these down, I believe. So you kind of have to find a little area to, I don't know why they're not shrinking down. That's the only thing about a phone. It's too small to really do what you need to do. Okay. Now, if I wanted to draw a little, let's see if we could draw a little resistance line here. You see on the left-hand side here, you see this little drawing tool. I'm going to select the drawing tool and then I'm going to select new drawing. Okay. And then here you can literally draw trend lines. If you want to draw horizontal lines, you pick the price level, you could do that. If you want to be able to draw a rectangle because you want to highlight support resistance, you could do that too. If you want to draw Fibonacci retracements, it's all here. So I'm just going to select this price level and it says tap to start your drawing. So I'm going to tap it. Let's say I want to draw a level right here to go kind of like across. So I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to, and go over to the right and put a price and click it again. And then I can move it down. So I'm going to draw this, select right here in this round little circle, and I'm going to drag it down because I really would like to move it. Okay, so I can move it here. I can move it over some more. Let me go back to it. Okay. It's not being good for me right now. Let's try this again. Okay. Okay, for some reason it won't let me be great. So, goodness, this is not how I wanted it. You see this, you guys? This is about as good as I can get using this tool. So it's not absolutely easy. These are some levels that you may be looking at to do a potential counter trade. We would just have to see how the rest of the day goes. But this is pretty much how you work your candles and things like that. And then I'll shoot another short video once the market's open to show you how to get in and out of a trade. So I hope this helps you. But again, I prefer my computer to do all my trades instead of a phone because it's literally too small. Okay. And if you have obviously a bigger screen, you turn it to landscape, you'll be able to see a little bit bigger picture by turning your camera landscape wise. That's why I usually don't have the MACD on my phone, only because it's not that much space. I just really have the RSI and I have the price action. And then you got your moving averages, which is really all you need. You need your moving averages, be able to draw your resistance and support, and you should be fine. Okay. All right. I hope that helps.